travels through this unexpected weather. Those little greater than signs. Hello, my name is Leonard Patton. I am a professional vocalist, jazz vocalist, and educator residing here in San Diego. And one of my biggest passions is to build not only the community of jazz, which is thriving here in San Diego, but build up the community of singers, and specifically jazz. Try to find young talent, young singers who are interested in singing or at least learning more about this music, and just pulling them in, bringing them together. So what I did for this project is I pulled together a bunch of singers in town, young singers, middle school, high school, and a couple college students. All of these singers that I've pulled together have been an integral part in the young growing jazz community. And so we took a song which was written by Lizzie Trumbore, who is attending North Texas University, and she wrote the song. And Matt Falker, who is a professor at Miracosta College, recently did an arrangement of her tune. And so I pulled these singers together to sing her arrangement, and it's a great tune. It's called Facing Time. Wonderful tune. So I pulled together all these singers. We got together in Trip Sprague's studio. Trip is an amazing saxophonist in town, and I had the singers learn the song. This is a track that we recorded last year actually in Peter Sprague's studio, and we used that track and just had the singers sing to that track. And the purpose of this is really just to bring these singers together and see the possibility of what can be when you bring just 8 or 10 jazz singers together on a project, to have their voices come together. It's all about possibilities. And I think the possibilities of doing more things like this are really endless.
I'm Zion Dyson. I go to the Bishop School. I love singing. I love performing. I really want to keep pursuing this, for like some kind of a career option. I also love like teaching, so I'm hoping to maybe do something along those lines too, either perform or teach or both.
My name is Emma Christie Foster. I go to San Diego School of the Creative and Performing Arts, or SCPA. So I work with Gilbert Castellanos. I'm part of his Young Lions program. I'm part of the International Academy of Jazz, or IAJ, run by Gilbert and co-partnered with Guy Gonzalez. I also participate in pretty much every jam session that I'm allowed to go to, because I'm only 17, as well as other like personal gigs of my own, and singing with my school's jazz band as well, with Dr. John Reynolds.
My name is Jasmine Violino. I started recently, like only about a year ago, because my orchestra director, Dr. John Reynolds, asked me to join his jazz band because he heard me singing. And through Reynolds, I connected to Gilbert Castellanos, and I did a Young Lion series and met Leonard Patton. And we actually went to New York to compete in the Essentially Ellington competition, me and another vocalist with our jazz band, and we had the time of our life hanging out with Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra.
I'm Kate Sprague, and I go to Coronado High School. I've done the Young Lions with Gilbert Castellanos. I've been doing gigs with my dad and my uncle, Trip and Peter Sprague, around town, and yeah, I love doing gigs. My dad is a professional musician, so I grew up around music, and especially jazz music, and I started singing at a really young age, and he just helped me to like grow as an artist, and I love it so much because it's something that I'm so used to.
My name is Sam Kredich, and I go to Del Norte High School. I started in music theater when I was 8 and 9, and then I took a break from it. But I would always attend a certain camp over in RB. And then I first picked up the trumpet when I was in 5th grade, but I fell in love with jazz when I was in 7th grade. And I made the return to singing at this camp, Francis Parker, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a really good experience.
Promise me that through this unexpected weather.
Good.
I'm Lizzie Trumbler. I go to University of North Texas, but I'm originally from here, and I graduated from Rancho Bernardo High School. Since I've been in high school, I've done Gilbert Castellanos' Young Lions Wednesday night thing, and I'm still doing that. I've had the opportunity to play with Bobby McFerrin, and I went to Japan for a couple of weeks with the Next Generation Jazz Orchestra, and we also got to perform at Monterey Jazz Festival with drummer Eric Harland. So music has definitely taken me some pretty cool places. Got to do some cool things, and I'm at North Texas right now, and I'm learning a lot, and I love my teachers, and it's good. Music is good.
I'm Sahara Grimm, and I go to UCLA. One of the reasons I really love the San Diego music community is because everyone's so welcoming, especially jazz. Going to the Francis Parker workshop, that's where I really discovered how much I love jazz, because, you know, all the faculty, they're all local musicians who they just embraced us, and they're like, you will do jazz too. So in LA, I've been, you know, winding down more, just focusing on studying, really getting a foundation of jazz, because, you know, I don't consider myself straight ahead jazz, but I love that it's become a part of me musically and influenced a lot of what I do.
No.
It's stressful.
I know.
You're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, I'm glad I'm not.
Hello, my name is Angelica, and I go to Mission Bay High School. I've been going to jazz camps a lot. I went to UCSD jazz camp where I met Leonard, because he was teaching one of his classes how to support jazz vocalists. And at first I wasn't singing then, but then I came back another year, and that's when I started singing. Honestly, going to jam sessions have been one of the best things that ever happened to me, because I got to meet so many more musicians, and now I'm singing with them, singing with a few of them, and I honestly, I have to admit, it's just like, even though I did so much already, I still feel like there's so much more I can do.
Music in education is vital, is very important for young people, whether it's elementary school, middle school, or high school, to have it in schools, whether they're playing it or learning about it, because so much of our history, of our country, and other countries too, music was so integral, so much a part of our change and the flow in our country. And when it comes to jazz, jazz is by many called America's classical music. It's important for not just people who want to play it and sing it, but anybody to learn about the history of our country and jazz music and blues, because that's the foundation of our music, comes from that. I think it's important for young people to hear it, to see it, to experience it, and to understand what it is and where it comes from. And there's a young community here in town and a lot of cities around the country, and I think we're only scratching the surface as far as where it can go and where it can be, and how it can enhance not just jazz but music in general.